Every time you want to manage multiple items of data in Notion, you want to use a database. Today, we'll look at task management using a database as a backend. We'll create a simple to-do list, but point that towards a backing database, meaning that we will have multiple options when sorting, filtering, grouping, and viewing our data. Let's dig in. We start by creating a new page for our database. We choose a nice background to use as a cover for our page. And as you know, when creating a database, always create it in a subpage and then link various views to it, rather than having a database as an inline one inside a page. So we create a new page that contains a database separately. We call it the tasks database. As you can see, the layout is a table, and we have the name and tags columns. Let's remove the tags columns for now. Alright, so now we have a list of things, but it's actually not really a to-do list. We want to be able to check things off. So when using a database, we simply create a new column or new property, as it's called in Notion, and we create a new column of the checkbox type. This means that we now can start checking things off, and this complete column that we now created can also be used to sort the data and to filter it. So let's go back to the to-do list page, and we see that we have a link to the tasks database in the bottom. Now let's create a view that references our database. We'll create a list view, so we see a slightly different visualization compared to previously. Currently we don't see our checkbox, so we go into Properties and click the little eye icon next to the complete property. We hide the options and we see that we have our checkbox as well as the title. Let's hide the database title to make it a bit more pretty and rename the tab for the view. The little icon already shows us it's a list, so we don't really need that. Let's call it Tasks Database instead. Alright. Now we have our list with checkboxes, and we view it as a list instead of a table. Let's get a little bit more advanced, so we go into the triple dot menu and we select Group By. We select our completed property for grouping, and now you can see we get two different sections. We have different aggregates, so by default we count all in each group, and that kind of makes sense here. So we see that we have 5 in the unchecked group, not completed, and 2 in the checked group that are completed items. As you can see now, when we use a database, every record, every item in the list is actually a page. So when you open it, you can add a lot of content into each to-do item, which is very nice. We still have the organization power, so you can see what rows have content inside the note and what rows doesn't. Finally, let's click on the view where it says Tasks Database, and we'll actually switch it back to table, but let's reorganize it a little bit. So we move the completed column to the start of it, we collapse it so we only see the checkboxes. So now we're actually very close to what we had in the previous day where we looked at to-do list without a database backing. Right, so we've explored the database-backed to-do list, and we have a very well-functioning system. It's still very simple. We only have 2 groups. We have completed and not completed, but fear not, tomorrow we will continue working on this and create more advanced layouts and options. Thank you for checking in, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.